My wife has a friend. My wife deals with a lot of people. She's a public speaker. She says, her friend, a religious Jew, a Chabad woman, Chassid. She came to my wife. She was talking to my wife, and she said, "I want to tell you something in private. I don't know if you should tell other people." Eventually, my wife convinced her that it was a good thing. You should tell other people. What did she say? This lady said that every morning she prays. Every morning she wakes up, washes her hands, and she says the morning blessings. And then she stands in front of a picture of the Rebbe. Picture of the Rebbe. Here we go. And she said, points to the Rebbe, and she says, he hereby accept on myself to love every Jew. It says, "V'ahavta l'recha kamocha," love every Jew like yourself. So I accept on myself to love every Jew like yourself, like you love every Jew, Rebbe. I accept on myself, "V'ahavta l'recha kamocha," like you love every Jew, accept on myself. Story number one. Story number two, I just heard yesterday that there was a woman in Crown Heights. This story must have been, I don't know, 70 years ago. A young lady, maybe in her teens, whatever. And she was, beset by a lot of emotional and, how do you say, problems, schizophrenia a little bit of paranoia, a little bit of depression, a little bit of this. And the Rebbe took on himself as a project, and she used to write to the Rebbe all the time. She lived in Crown Heights. So she wrote to the Rebbe, and she wrote ridiculous things. Every day she would write, and the Rebbe would answer every time. The Rebbe took on himself a project to, how do you say, this girl, a project. At least she had someone to write to, someone to talk to, somebody cared about her. So finally, somebody told the story. I guess the woman must have told the story. So this woman wrote a story. I guess eventually she got married. She even had children. But before she got married, she was still, mixed up and everything. So she wrote a letter to the Rebbe, and she said, "Rebbe, I appreciate all of the attention that you're giving me, but in fact, you can't understand me. You can't get into my body. You can't feel the feelings that I feel, the confusion that I feel, the fear that I feel, the depression I feel. You can't possibly feel it. You can't really feel what I'm feeling." And the Rebbe wrote her back a letter. And he said, "Soon you're going to get married," which that's a big novelty because this girl at first wasn't even, you're going to get married and you're going to have children. And if one of your children has a toothache, then you'll feel it. You'll feel the toothache of your children. The Rebbe said, "That's how I feel your pain." That's what it means that this lady stood up and she said, "I take on myself to love every Jew like you do," to try to feel, empathize, you want to call it, identify, unify with every single Jew as much as possible. You can't do it like the Rebbe does, but at least to know that it's possible to do such a thing. That you can really feel the battles of others, and you can also sense the good, which is those battles try to conceal. Have a good day with Mashiach now.